Hello everybody and welcome to the Propz show. Prost. Hey, welcome Axero. Congratulations to your first chatter, the first one since days. And Schmeiki, hello and welcome. Flowering Dancer, welcome on in. How are you guys doing? Schmeiki, just so you know, I'm streaming in English today. So this is just saying. Mahlzeit, Barnabas, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, today I'm going to learn Laravel, Schmeiki. Yeah, it's not C#. It's not C#. I'm trying some English streams, Schmeiki. I'm streaming in German on Mondays and Tuesdays and English on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's kind of an experiment. I want to keep one English stream a week at least, but now I'm doing 2 a week. And this week and next week, and then I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the rest, but yeah, for now, 2 times German, 2 times English. That's the plan. Schmeiki, how are you doing? How's the job? What fuck that? What fuck the? Very good. Even the WFT is wrong. Yeah, I'm still in Brazil. I'm still in Brazil for 4 months. So now 2 months, but still for 4 months. 4 months to go. It's not very much time. It's gonna be passing pretty fast. So I'm trying to enjoy every moment here. Enjoy every moment, and then when we go back to Germany, make a plan on how the future could look like for us. So I'm just need to test. So the bot is working, I guess. Yes. Chat is working. Events are working. Okay. 14 Grad. Ah, wow. Aber 14 Grad ist doch schon mal was. Yeah, we had now for weeks over 30 degrees here, and it was pretty hot, and we don't have air conditioning in every part in the house, just for sleeping, and it's pretty hot, so it's not good for work. It's really hard. Goodbye Deutschland. Wer weiß, Xero, wer weiß. Hexa, good day to you. How are you doing? Unitest bei Laravel ist Pest sehr gut. Pest. Ah, okay. Yeah, so today we're going to learn Laravel, but before we start, of course, we're gonna go into daily dev. So I'm really happy that my bot is working again. Everything seems fine. This means a lot. Blood, sweat, and tears for this bot. Hexa, wie ist die Lage? Yeah, Schmeiki. Yeah. Props for the bot, yes. And props for Schmeiki for being here. Ja, Hexa, wegen dir. So, the thing is, this is an international stream, right? So I can speak German, I can speak English, I can speak Portuguese, and I will do it all the time. Just like the main language is gonna be English, blah blah blah. Was verändert sich schnell? Yeah. And slap, of course, for the bots. This is Xero, it's props for the bot and slap for the bot. Ja, Schmeiki. Yeah. We will see. Schmeiki, alles fresh bei dir? Bereit, ja. Tja.
When will TTS support English?
Never. Learn Phoenix next. What the heck is Phoenix, Barnabas? And welcome. Alles in Ordnung, das ist schön. I think it's so funny how she has the perfect German English accent, you know. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Ah, Elixir. Oh yes, of course, Elixir. So you really want me to write Elixir, right? It's like Brazilian, right? So it's kind of, you have to do it. Okay, so everything seems to work fine. Yeah, I know, Barnabas, I know. So this is some kind of a culture thing, I guess. I need to learn it because I'm from Brazil, right? I don't have an extra TTS command. Oh, that's sad. I wanna hear her say that.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, okay, that sounds kind of fun. It's also a joy to work in. Okay, okay. So did you hear that, Hexa? Yeah. Okay, guys, let's start with daily dev again. Bam. Yeah, but I'm so happy that the bot is working again. It was such a pain for me, such a pain.
E quanto ao português?
Oh, actually, this actually sounds kind of original. How some German people speak Portuguese, but I forgot. I need my phone. Live wires from Laravel, right? Was inspired by Phoenix Live View. I heard something, but Barnabas, I have no clue about Laravel. No, not a, like, I'm learning this like from zero. I know that Laravel is a framework. Fine. I'm learning this like from zero. But guys, I need to get my cell phone because I need to put on the chat here so I can actually read some chats. Okay. Wata. I just know you get to drive a Lambo if you write Laravel. Yeah, I know, Barnabas. I know. That's the whole point, right? Como vai? Muito bem, Schmeike. Muito bem. What the fuck is the thermal pasta tag in the stream? What? Thermal pasta? What are you talking about? Where is the tag in the stream? There is no tag. Ah, wait. I'm not seeing any thermal pasta. What am I missing? Is the screen working actually? It's not working. It's the screen is not working. Wait. Now it's working. Yeah, I don't know why, but it stopped working for some reason. Yeah, okay. No, this wasn't. It's like from, I don't know, half an hour ago. So this is the actual screen. So I have another kind of big news. So I need to wait one thing after another. But Barnabas, can't you drive a Lambo too when you write Elixir? Is it the new big thing? So where is my chat? There is my chat. Okay, now it's working. I always forget the chat. Okay, guys. So I have another big news. I was using an old version, an old Mac version. It's like not the newest one. And yesterday I just upgraded my the operating system, so to a new Mac OS version. And I kid you not, it solved my performance problems. So the performance problems were from the operating system. The GPU is not maxed out anymore. It's just like on 50% or so. Or 60%. Yeah, it solved all the performance problems that I had with the GPU. Now everything is fine. The temperature is fine. It's like nothing is like no lag anymore. Yeah, it's insane. No, really. And I have never thought that this would be like such a big problem. So I think the culprit is one of the last updates for the older version. You know, I updated the older version to a newer one because of security things or whatnot, and this was the actual culprit of the performance problems that I had with the GPU and the stream. And yesterday, since the update, now OBS was running and everything, and the GPU is totally fine. Temperature's fine, no lag at all. I can work now with multiple things here, and everything is working fine. I mean, I think it wasn't like bad to clean up the stream, so I cleaned a lot of things up. I made the code better for the stream and for loading in. So these are good things, of course, but it was not the fault of any of the things relating to OBS. So OBS was not the problem. It was the actual operating system. And I would never guess that, because I was always thinking, yeah, this could be fine. But now, only because of the updates of the operating system. Look at this. We can go to 7 days. So this is for today, the load. Yeah. So how's the load? It's 55%, 60%, and then for other streams I'm on 86, 90%. So this is the difference only from the update for the operating system that I did yesterday. So this is insane. I don't know what they optimized, but it's pretty good. It really works very good for me. It's perfect. So guys, we're gonna start the stream right now with Daily Dev. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's a platform or a news aggregator for developers and designers. Everything related to UI design and of course UI development or some kind of programming language. And I love to start the stream reading some news, getting some new insights from other projects. Glassmorph Navbar with Tailwind. What title? Where are what are you looking?
In this video, we're going.
No, I don't want a video, but let me see the final. Hey, Schmeiki, hau rein. Schön, dass du da warst. Peace. Schön, dich wieder gesehen zu haben. First row on the right. I'm not. Do you mean on the Laracast website? Xeril, I don't. Where are you looking at right now? Ah, now I get it. Yeah. Okay. Not on my pie. And I've never heard about the network UPS tools. Drupal, okay. I don't know, Jeff. Let's go. What about this developer website? Okay, it's a very easy one. Okay. I don't know why this picture is appearing there. It's kind of strange. Whatever. Reminds me of American Pie, yeah. Not from my pie. Now, okay, now I get it, sir. Now they mention it. I know what you mean. Not on my pie. He's a great guy. Nice, good. I never heard about him, but of course I'm not very into. I don't know a lot of tech influencers. I guess. Oh, but I think I have a question. So the new PHP version is faster. Explain to me why GIT for PHP is faster. So just-in-time compilation in PHP improves performance by compiling parts of the code into machine code at runtime instead of interpreting it line by line. So the traditional PHP execution involves interpreting the same code multiple times, while GIT compiles frequently use code into native machine code, reducing overhead. Okay. Better performance for loops and math operations. Uh-huh. So does it mean, what does it mean? But the code is still interpreted line by line, or does JIT compile some functions that are used often? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so code that is interpreted a lot is compiled into machine code. Okay, Okay. I can work with that. Chat app, server-side React. I don't even know what a multi-tenant architecture is. ChatGPT 4.5 is coming soon. I heard about it, Hexa. Advanced authorization. So I think in the future, maybe I'm reading some Laravel stuff because I'm interested in. Right now, I have no clue. Web development tools in 2025. Warp is another terminal. Git butler. What is Logidev? Okay, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Laravel 12 Svelte starter kit. This is something that I actually maybe would need. Functions in CSS will be pretty neat when it's ready. This is the new media query syntax. I think I already know about this. Yeah, I already did this. Network protocols for hackers. I think this is something that I would like to see. I mean, how long is the video? 10 minutes. Yeah.
Or maybe even tried one. But have you ever wondered why attacks like these are even its interface is designed
But the
to be
audio
used
is
to
horrible. The audio is actually horrible. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna watch this. Yeah, it is really bad. Like even here, I think through the stream is even worse. Smashing meets product design. Oh, okay. What the heck is melee search? Oh, this looks fun. Terminal UI inspired portfolio. Let's take a look. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I really like this one. This is fun. It's like just a simple idea for an oh, these are the original colors. It's just a simple idea for a developer. But I think it's just a good idea for a nerd, you know, for nerds, I guess. I know Terminal Shop. I know. Terminal Shop is amazing, Xero. It's crazy how I love it, and I also use this already on my locally. I mean, I have no idea how to even do this inside the terminal. I mean, how can you build these things inside the terminal? I have no clue, but it's amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it. It's such, I don't know, it's super nice, clean. Navigating back. Now there's a +1. let's go to checkout. And even with the markers here, it's amazing. I love it. It's pretty simple, really. I mean, I never did it. I mean, if you know it, it should be simple, right? So, because I don't know, like that you can navigate different things, and when you press the and I mean, there are different views, right? So that you need different mappings for different views to do different things. And I have no clue how to do this. So this is the Laravel Svelte starter kit. With Tailwind, with Schätzchen, TypeScript, Vite. These are tools to build such to Schätzchen. Yes, Schätzchen, yes. We're talking about Schätzchen. Yeah. So we are going to what website is this? Laravel News. So I need tutorials. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch like the whole video course for Laravel, or if I go with something written, you know, because we're talking about 8 hours of video, and a lot of things there are not that interesting to me. So yeah, but whatever. I would like to close up the daily dev stuff for now. And yeah, it's fine for now. So let's go. So this is Laravel 5. This is not something that we want. We want Laravel 12, of course. Or is it already? So we have a project and we already installed Laravel. Database migration. So Laravel is running. So initially Laravel is running with SQLite. Okay. They had a bootcamp in the docs. Ah, really? I heard about it. I heard about a bootcamp. Someone came in the chat a couple of weeks or days ago and said that the actual tutorial inside the Laravel website was pretty good. So the thing is, so I already forgot about the start when I installed. Oh, is this with Vite? No. When I installed the project, there was kind of a command to run the whole backend. And I have no idea so bootcamp is down for now? It is, okay. So, I mean, it's pretty new. Something was updated 3 months ago. The thing is, what if Laravel 12 is like hugely different? Because I would like to, I don't like to, it's not, okay. Because I don't like to learn with videos. I really like to read it and then try it out myself, you know, and like figuring things out on the while reading. So because there is the one thing that I would do like in private or off stream, this could be something with Laravel, but it's okay. This is also for Laravel 11, but it was last updated on February. But yeah, I guess it's the same, right? It's like WordPress, like every big update will not change everything, just a couple of. Okay. So the thing is, what's important for Laravel? I mean, a route and view. So my problem right now is that I actually just want to build a simple API. So now I need to build a bigger. So guys, I think I need a small break because I want to get a new coffee and I need to turn on the AC because it's getting really warm here. I'm starting to sweat and I'm just sitting still here. Yes, I already created an application, etc. It's already there, but I wasn't planning in any kind of front end. I just wanted to do a back end just for an API. But of course, I think it would be better to learn Laravel like for. But there are so many folders, man. I mean, of course, it's a framework for complex applications, right? Structure. This sounds. I really like to know what about a structure. Okay, this is actually what I need, you know. I really want to know why is the structure that way, what is stored in every. But I'm not sure right now if I should go with Laracasts or with a text-based tutorial. I really don't know. What the heck is Eloquent? I guess it's another package for forms, authentication. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Just learn like from the beginning here. Yeah, I think yeah, I think this would be better. Okay, so give me a couple of minutes. I need to turn on the AC so I don't sweat that much, and I'm getting a new coffee. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending your time with me. Small break, and then we'll back, and then we're gonna start with Jeffrey Way and the first Laravel videos, so we actually can learn something today. I think we're getting near, XR. We're getting near, and I'm excited for all the viewers that actually have something to do with Laravel, so they maybe could help me sometime. Okay, small break. See ya.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Barnabas, danke. There's a reason why I built in specific rewards, right? Okay, guys, we're gonna start with Larakas, Jeffrey Way. So he is the goat of Laravel, I guess. So let's just start. I mean, I already installed the application. So let's see what he has to say and how we're gonna build something nice with Laravel. Let's start. Like 8 minutes. I mean, he's going to tell us something about him. I think it's fine. I'm gonna turn off the music, and then now let's go. I think this is fine. The thing is, are you guys also hearing things? Is the audio for the browser actually working? No, it's not. Yeah,
Laravel document, you'll need to have both PHP load your Laravel app. Immediately, all right, so check this out.
Okay, so this is working. I'm just thinking about switching the mode to full screen. No, I think it's fine like this, right? Or is it annoying? Like this? This is better, right? Okay, this is better.
Hey there, how are you doing? I'm going to let you in on a secret. When I work on courses for Laracast, I just about never, ever write scripts. But this series is a very special one, and I care about you so much that I took the time to sit down and prepare a formal introductory script. And I'd like to read it to you right now. Please be excited. It goes a little something like this. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Jeffrey, and I'm here to teach you the ins. I can't do it. It's so boring, and I already know it. Hi, I'm Jeffrey. I've been working with Laravel for over a decade. And you know what? To pat myself on the back, I'm one of the few people who can say I've actually been working with Laravel for over a decade. Yeah, I was there in the early days, back when Laracon wasn't even a thing. And if Laracon is new to you, that is a Laravel-specific conference. These days, they are held all over the world, and thousands of people attend. But back then, nobody knew what Laravel was. In fact, when people heard the word, they called it Laravel, not Laravel. And actually, some people still do today. But trust me, the correct pronunciation is Laravel. But yeah, back then, nobody knew what it was. And we didn't have a Laracon yet. And when we finally did have a Laracon, maybe, 60 people showed up. And you know what? I was one of the presenters at that very first conference. So I say all of this, again, not to pat myself on the back, but to persuade you that I've been doing this for a really long time. And if you're just
Okay.
getting started in Laravel, I think I would be a great tour guide.
Okay,
All right.
let's go. Okay.
That's my spiel. So if you'd like to learn
Jeffrey convinced me.
ins and outs of Laravel, why don't you come along one day at a time? Let's go. Now, before I can start showing you how to write Laravel apps, of course, the first step, as always, is to get your tooling in order.
Yes.
Now, in the past, when it came to setting up a development environment for PHP, I don't know, it could sometimes be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many different tools to choose from. It's sort of decision paralysis, right? Which one do I pick? And of course, everyone has a different recommendation. And while that's still, of course, true, these days there are one-click solutions that are really incredible and I can happily recommend.
There's the manager.
So yeah, maybe traditionally you might pull in a tool like XAMPP or MAMP or WAMP. On Windows, you might use a tool called Laracon. And by the way, all of these are still developed today and they're excellent. The whole point is, and here's another one on the Mac, you could install everything manually, quote unquote, using Homebrew. So you could do things like brew, install PHP, brew, install MySQL. All of these still exist and are great, and they are options for you. But if you're just getting started with Laravel, I can happily recommend Laravel Herd. It's a magical, and I hate using that word, but it's kind of true. It's a magical one-click utility.
You know what? Why not? I mean, I just have the XAMPP thing, and it's like not very nice. I have to do everything manually. So there, I use local for WordPress. Did I? What? Where? How? So there's this local thing for WordPress, right? And this is the PHP new. Wait. Or unheard is also like inside. Now okay. Is this the command that I just executed for the Laravel? I mean, it was not without a interface, right? It was just a CLI tool. Let's see. I see. Dude, I mean, the wait. So, I mean, I used to use XAMPP, but I really don't like the user interface at all. So, is hurt? Can I do other I mean, I guess I can do other PHP projects with hurt as well, right? Or is it like only for... Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm thinking too much. Let's continue watching it. Herd itself is free, but for example, MySQL is only included in Herd Pro. Okay, this is actually dumb. Whatever. Then let's just continue, right? Let's just continue.
To get you up and running, building PHP and specifically Laravel apps. So right down here, just click on the button. On my machine, I see download for Mac OS, but rest assured there is a Windows equivalent.
We are learning.
Linux,
now I know about
you
Herd.
Probably already know what to do. But yeah, otherwise you might consider this tool, which is still great. Okay, so let's just work through it together and get set up. I will download it. All right, let's drag this to my applications directory. Close it out and open it up. All right, welcome to Herd. Let's get started. All right, notice it is downloading PHP 8.3, which is the latest version at the time of this recording. Now, there is a free version of Herd, and it's going to do everything you need. If you want some extra bells and whistles, you can, of course, pay for a professional version.
Okay.
But yeah, if you don't want to do that, the free version will take you as far as you need to go for this course and further. We'll skip it for now, and I'm going to think of any name I want. Let's keep it very simple, and we will call it example. All right, so it's going to ask me a handful of questions. Would you like to install a starter kit? A starter kit is exactly what you think. It's a way to jumpstart a project with layouts, templates, authentication. That's really cool. But for now, I want to start from scratch. All right, test framework. Again, we're going to stick with.
So I think for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm going to also start a new project. Whatever. So starter kit, no starter kit. We're gonna go with SQLite. Yes, I would like to run npm install. Yeah, I think just for the purpose of the tutorial, it's better to get like something. Composer run dev. I run the server with Composer. I get it. Okay. Oh, but there is no JSON. What? I need to go to the Laravel, of course. So what's happening here? Composer run. So it's Laravel already. Oh, 1.1. 1.1. Let's go. This is the visual blah blah blah. Hot module. And what do we have there? Yeah, I'm just gonna close everything up that I don't need right now. So this is the new Laravel with all, the new project for the tutorial. Yeah, this is fine, I guess.
With the defaults, do we want to Git repo? No, we're just playing around. All right.
So he didn't ask me for any testing framework, but I think it's fine. Maybe it's built in right now.
Dependencies. And again, you didn't even need to know that Composer was a thing in order for this to work, which is really cool. But again, don't worry. If you want to learn more, you're going to learn more. All right, which database will your application use? Why don't we stick with the basics?
Yes,
SQLite,
let's stick with the basics.
File-based database.
Let's go.
All right, that's done. List the files. There's our example project. We'll CD in there.
Yeah, I know.
Again. And that's the Laravel framework, ladies and gentlemen. Really cool. And even better, we can instantly view this application in the browser by visiting the name of the folder .test. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Let's give it a shot. Example.test. And there we go.
Oh, this is actually nice. But this is Herd, right? So I'm not gonna have this on my machine right now. This is managed by Herd, right? So I'm just don't want to confuse myself. I need to actually. Yeah. So there is the app URL and the local. So the local thing. This is. On 8000, yeah. This is the backend server, and the front end is the other one, right? So just this is the front end, is running on this part, and the back end is running on this part, right? Just okay. I guess let's continue. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah.
Hello to the landing page for Laravel 11. Everything's configured and we're ready to get started.
Yeah,
But now,
yeah,
real
we
quick,
are ready to
before we
get
finish
started.
up, if you chose not to use Herd, yeah, you might take a slightly different pathway. And like I mentioned, you could use a tool like Laragon or Xampp or Docker and Sail. And all of those are excellent, but they have slightly different installation steps. So just keep that in mind. If you need any help, be sure to ask questions in the comments below, and we'll do our best to help out. Okay, but otherwise, in the next video,
there's a
are gonna
mosquito on my
create your
coffee right
first
now.
route. I hope you're excited.
Now it's a dead mosquito. Why? Hey! We finished the first lesson!
Okay, let's go.
Hey Axel, yeah, that's actually coffee with protein, yes. Welcome Axel, nice to have you here.
All right, welcome to day 2. Look at you, you're already making progress. Doesn't it feel good?
I'm already
You got a
making
brand new
progress,
shirt,
let's
It's
go.
a new day. Let's talk about routing. All right,
mean,
so
okay.
here is the example Laravel
Okay,
project.
but this is kind of hilarious, right? So this is the tutorial is called 30 Days to Laravel, I guess. What's the name? But like I'm not gonna watch like one video a day. It's like 8 minutes for one day, and then it's enough for now. I'm freaking expert, right? So this is day 2. Let's go. And I'm so good that I'm gonna watch more than one video a day. Imagine, just
Project that we
imagine.
installed in the
I'm gonna
last
be a
episode.
pro in
And actually, real quick,
so
on that
quick.
note, you can consume this course however you want. It goes without saying. Do whatever you want. But I would highly recommend grabbing your computer and working along with the video each step of the way. It really does make a massive difference when you have to type out each character. Okay, so in that spirit, pull up your example project and open it in your editor of choice. Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code, PHP Storm, Vim. They're all good. It doesn't make a difference.
Yes, done.
All right, here
Next.
we are. Now, I'm going to warn you, right off the bat, this can feel a little overwhelming. There are so many files. Look at this. App, models, providers, bootstrap, resources, storage, test, vendor.
Yes.
Oh my.
It is.
It's a lot to take in. but
Yes.
like everything, you don't have to learn it all at once.
Okay.
Trust me,
Thank you very much.
You don't have to learn it all at once.
Okay.
We will focus on one piece of the
this
puzzle at a time. And
This is one of my problems. I think you guys saw that with Svelte, right? I'm like so overwhelmed with all the features and all the folders and files, and like, I don't know shit. But take it easy, one step at a time. I don't have to know everything from the beginning. Yeah, he is. He's like taking me on my hand, like guiding me through the process.
And then when we're done, you'll have a pretty solid understanding of the entire framework. I guarantee it.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, Jeffrey.
So,
Let's go, Jeffrey.
Where do we begin? With any project, where do you begin? Well,
Yeah, where?
why don't we start with the home page? So I'm going to switch over to the browser. Now, because we used Herd in the last episode, I can visit example.test to view my project. But yeah, if you chose something different, then you might need to manually boot up a server. And you can do that using Artisan. And let's just put a pin in that for now. We'll talk about it more in the future. But yeah, for now, just write these 3 words, PHP Artisan serve, and that will boot up a local server to view your project. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I can see a bunch of cards here, links to the document.
Wait, what? So why should I? Hey, Flopsack. No, you're not late. I just started. PHP Artisan serve. Address already in use. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go with the tutorial, right? So let's quit this server here. And let's go back again. So it's the same thing. The server is now running the backend. Yeah, I think he's using the same IP same part, right? So it's kind of the same. Okay.
Documentation.
But thank you, Xera.
Laracast,
Thank you.
Laravel News, and
Xera just saying, Jeffrey is so good. You're so good too, man. You're so good too. Terapixel, hallöle, schön, dass du da bist. We are learning Laravel today. So Lara just joined the chat, and we are learning Laravel.
the ecosystem as a whole. All right, so if I wanted to tweak something on this page, where would I go?
No. Thank you, my friend. Let's go.
Okay, let's
All right, let's do that now. So the first stop on our journey is going to be this routes directory. Have a look at web. Now,
Okay, wow. Now we're starting. Do you know Lara well? I mean, Lara is some kind of a distant neighbor in Germany, right? I know where I know in which area she works, in which area she lives. Do I know her well? What about Laravel? Okay, we need to stop this. Is Lara well? This is a very good question. Lara, how are you? Okay, we need to stop this. Poor Lara.
anyways, yeah, I can see a bunch of cards here, links to the documentation, Laracast, Laravel News, and the ecosystem as a whole. All right, so if I wanted to tweak something on this page, where would I go?
I'm waiting for the day when Lara starts learning Laravel. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day. Maybe this is going to happen someday. I don't know.
All right, let's do that now. So the first stop.
Okay, so another one. So this Lara knows Laravel pretty well. God, this is gonna get very confusing. Configures Lara, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so yeah, we have now even more Laras, but this Lara knows Laravel pretty well.
Is going to be this one.
And yeah, we can't stop rhyming with all the names.
Directory.
It's not possible. We need to rhyme.
Now, one of my favorite things about Laravel.
Lara is doing great. That's perfect. Nice. I'm talking too much to you guys. I need to concentrate. Too much for my brain already. Started work at 5:30. Oh, here in Macho. Flopsec. That's okay. You're actually working a long time today. The day won't come, but now I know a Lara who knows Laravel. We are all pretty smart here, right? Yeah, now I know. You've lost me. Yeah, I know. And we need to concentrate. Wait. Is the stream dying? Really? Is this, the stream is not gone? I have connection. Frame drops. Okay, but I think it's fine now. I dropped some frames. I'm sorry. Frame drops. I'm sorry. I dropped some frames. But it's looking pretty good right now. Yeah, okay, it's nice. Yeah. So just a couple of frames dropped. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, it's nice. Maybe you can reload. I don't know how I don't know how the latency is with the chat and the stream, but I think it's gonna be fine. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to learn Laravel today, and with Lara on the streams. And this is the second. I mean, let's say it's the first lesson. So I'm just started. Big delay. Yeah, I try to reload after some frame drops. I think it's better. So we are, yeah, you can count the delay when you write a message and it comes up to the stream. It should be like less than 5 seconds. If it's more, then something is really bad. But here, I think everything seems normal, I guess. Terapixel, enjoy the lurk. Okay, let's go. So we're just starting out. I have my project, and of course I have Artisan running. So the backend is there. Let's Okay, let's go.
Tweak something on this page, where would I go? All right, let's do that now. So the first stop on our journey is going to be this routes directory.
Okay,
Have a look at
let's
Web.
start with routes.
Now, one of my favorite things about Laravel is it's so clear. So even if you did...
Okay, I already understand this. So there are two routes. There are the web routes is the front end, and this console routes is the back end, right? Or CLI. Command inspire. Where are the Twitch has some statistic for nerds that shows the delay, 5 seconds at the moment. It shows it. I didn't notice. Sunny, willkommen, welcome to the stream. Qualität einfach auf 160 und es läuft. Man kann sich die Qualität als modernen Okay, of course. This is something to do it. And also use composer run dev, which combines PHP artisan serve and npm run dev. Yeah, I'm already understanding this, I think, but thanks Flopsec. But keep on. Web is the routes for the web, command is for CLI stuff, but you won't touch it anytime. I'm not sure, maybe. But what about API routes? This is something else. This is not important for now. We're just starting, right? Let's go with...
Didn't understand what a route
web
is. You could probably parse what's going on here. Let's have a look.
So before he continues talking, let me just take a look at the code and just trying to understand before he talks. So we are creating a new route, and when I call up this route, something is gonna happen. I can maybe do some execute some kind of functions, and here the one function that he is executing is getting the view welcome. So let's go to the, where are the views? The views maybe on public, no. Maybe on app, no. Resources, views, welcome. Okay, this is the view that he's delivering. So already, so this is a custom front end engine, I guess, with the ifs here. So this is interpreted by, what is blade? So one step after another, let's go. Hey TR Coding, welcome to the stream, let's go. You create commands a different way, you don't touch the file yourself. Okay. File and write any HTML. Okay, this is good to know, Yeah, okay. This is good to know. So he's also working with Tailwind here. So whatever, it's not important now. I'm just trying to... And because the file is named welcome, let's go. Let's continue.
Routes get / well, that's typically the home page, right? When you get...
Okay, I'm learning, so I'm an active learner. I need to try stuff out. So when we go to routes web, is there a route post? Oh, there is a route for post. Okay. Oh, this is already not. Okay. Yeah. Terrapixel, viel Arbeit. What about the infection, the malware inside the website? Did you have any success removing it? TR Coding, hier ist Lara fest, während ich Laravel lerne. I'm actually Laura. Okay, just secret agent. Okay, this is good to know. So Lara is actually Laura. Okay, so there is a route for post too. What kind of other stuff we get here from routes? No, it's not working. Okay, so everything, I think API related could be inside this file, but we're gonna see it later. Let's continue with the actual.
Visit that homepage,
Server ist quasi wieder jungfräulich, ist nichts mehr drauf außer unsere Webseite und die ist clean. Mhm. Nice, sehr nice. Route is not router. Oh, wait. Uh-huh. Okay, so maybe I need to stop thinking and maybe more listening. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Source. Controller. Okay. Thank you. Let's go.
then run this function. And it looks like the function returns a view called welcome. All right, and you know what? That's exactly what it does. So more specifically, we are declaring a route that listens for a GET request, and a GET request is just visiting a URL in the browser. In this case, listen for a request to the home page. If we instead were listening for a request to the About page, then I might do something like this. All right, so in response, if the user visits that page.
So first lesson, let's create a new route. Let's go for About and get the view About. So as I've already said, so I'm an active learner. I need to do stuff by myself before listening to everything, just to test things out. So let's remove all the ifs. You can also include different HTML, PHP files from within that file to split into header, footer, etc. Yeah, that sounds okay. To not have 20 times the same. Yes, of course. This is actually how I would do always. So this is how I actually learned to do websites, or let's say this is the most easy thing to do when I was using WordPress. Is the same, Lara. I think you're learning WordPress right now, but it's the same thing. I will always do this. I have my header, I have my footer, and my main page. So I would place, but let's just do some basic stuff. So I have a new route. It's About, and I'm just going to the About website, I guess. Just trying to test if this works. Maybe it's working, maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's go to About. It's not working. Oh, sad. What about the backend? I mean, it would be, I don't know. Let's no, I don't think it's working. Laravel. Yeah, it's working. It is working. It is working. It is working. Everything's fine. So it was right. I just not on the right. We have some style sheets here, so I think this is the problem. So this is working. So the first test, it's working. Wrong. No, but No, this is the backend actually. Actually, this is the right one. This is the Laravel thing, not the Vite one. And now I just put in Vite there on the about page, and this is working. Okay, so this was a very the easy first route. So we have routes, and we have the files that should be named the same thing as the route. It could be PHP, as Laura already said. We can split up the file to header, footer, and other files and just include them. Wouldn't you use components for that, Flopsec? I mean, I will do this if I'm using the front end, a JavaScript front end maybe, or what? Yeah, that's fine. For now, this is like the old school PHP way. We have different PHP files that we include where needed. Let's continue. So this was the first lesson. I already successfully managed to implement a new route for about. Let's go.
Trigger this function, and the function will return a view called welcome. All right, so now the next thought is, well, where is the welcome view? Well, it's pretty clear. We're going to go into the resources directory, views, and sure enough, we see a file called welcome. And notice it's not welcome.php, it's welcome.blade.php. Once again, let's put a pin in that. But if you want a head start, Blade is Laravel's templating engine. It's just a layer on top of PHP that offers a few bells and whistles that you'll find to be pretty useful. Okay, so if we have a look at this, this is the markup for that home page. So why don't we do this? I'm going to select everything within that body tag and replace it with hello world. Give it a refresh, and it works.
Yes, it works.
Okay, so now think about what you've learned here. You've learned that you can visit the routes file, you can declare a route, and that route can return what we refer to as a view. And yeah, for now, again, keep it simple. A view is the markup and the template for what the user views. And it's a little more complex than that, but at this stage of your learning, that's good enough. All right, so why don't we do this? Let's declare a new route. So I'm going to go back into route/web. I'm going to copy this, and we'll do it again. This time, if the user visits
I already did this, yes!
Then what do we do? Well, we have a couple choices.
So I'm thinking ahead,
we can create a brand new file called about, or
I'm thinking ahead.
Return a simple string, about page.
Oh, I can return a string. Of course I can.
All right, example.test/about.
Of course I can, yeah.
And there we go.
Yeah,
we see about page.
I get it.
Works.
Cheater.
Okay, so now I know what you're thinking. Well, when would I ever do that? You actually might be surprised. And further, in addition to returning a string, you could return.
Yes, excellent.
So we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but in situations where you want to build an API of sorts, this would be one way to do it.
But I actually, what Laura is saying about the old school way to including things, I think this is the most simplest way to do things. I have one complaint about some of the JavaScript frameworks where you are building components for everything, but you're forgetting that every single HTML element is already a component with their own capabilities. So I don't think it's a good idea to put every single HTML component inside element inside a component, just like to make it a little bit of abstract. This makes no sense. You should use pure HTML from the beginning, like web standards, because when we think about Svelte, he will always create a web component if you're just using a headline with different classes, and create a new web component just for an H1 which is already an HTML component, kind of. It makes no sense. So I think we have to be careful about creating components for everything. We use it for stuff that gets reused heavily. Of course. And this is how I understand components. Components are like whole parts, modules of the page, and this makes sense. but only if it's like interactive. But your guys are better coders than me, so but this makes totally sense to build components that you reuse a lot of time, but not for single elements like a headline or like a button, which is not very interactive. Like, you know what I mean. DMD is in the house. Let's go. Welcome, DMD. You should only create a component when it has a dedicated purpose. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But I think a lot of people would just say, no, create components for everything. And I don't think that's the right way to do it. But as Laura said, I also, the old school include thing from PHP, I love it because it's so simple. There's this file, and I want this file to be executed right here. Bam, done. And I don't know, it's so easy to use. It's also why I'm a fan of like this kind of things. But yeah, we're not talking components at all. We're just learning the basic Laravel stuff right now. So let's continue. There's still a difference in server and client side rendering. Yes, totally, of course.
This bar, and if we come back and give this a refresh, and sure enough, our response was converted to JSON, which is really cool. Okay, but for now, we're not talking about APIs. Let's keep it really simple. So I'm going to return a view called about.
So he is not talking about APIs, but I'm very interested in APIs. So what I could do here would be like a simple API call. Let's say is users. Then I would have a method. I just like, let's say get users, and get users will just return an array or a JSON, and it's done. This is easy as hell. Let's go.
Now let's go into the views directory.
Oh, of course. I don't. So I don't know these methods. Okay, let's go. Of course they. Where is this? We have storage. Yeah, I've seen this somewhere. Xero with the user. I've seen this somewhere. Factories. There's the user factory, right? So, but I don't know shit about this. So let's. I can't wait for a moment when Propz realizes how easy and great Laravel is. The moment he makes click, yeah. I mean, I'm already getting there. So the roots thing is pretty nice. Or just user all. Whatever. We're gonna learn this later. I need to chill. I need to listen to our good guy explaining things, right? The user's model is under app and models. Okay. And Matiko official. Matic? No, sorry. Matlik official. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. How are you doing? So, what did you say in the app models? App models user. Yeah, this is where I've seen it. So these are blah blah blah. Cast. Yeah, there's no other. Okay. Thank you. But let's continue with the. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to chill.
And I'm going to create a brand new file, but this time, let's forget about Blade. We'll talk about that shortly.
Oh.
For now, I'm simply going
to... I swear to God, I'm not cheating. I didn't notice.
In a big chunk of HTML. So I might say about
I'm just
page.
Very smart. I knew that would come someday.
From the About page. All right, let's switch back, give it a shot, refresh, and there we go. We've rendered
There we
our
go.
view. Okay, so now we have a brand new Laravel project where we have declared two routes. One of them
I don't have any coffee.
Loads the home page, and that just says hello world for now. And another one loads the about page. Okay, so yeah, notice it wasn't that complicated. You're in and out.
No, it
And that's
wasn't.
the
It was
entire
amazing.
point of this course.
Easy
At no
peasy.
point
Let's
do
go.
I want you to feel overwhelmed at all. So yeah, baby steps are going to take
Okay,
us
I just
all
have
the
to
way-
mention one time. Jeffrey is really good. He's a really good teacher. He's so calm. I really like his voice, the way he explains things. So like I'm listening to his. Okay, let's go. It's very good. So thank you, Xeril, for the link for Laracasts. He's a great teacher.
Through this initial 30-day course. So here's your homework. I want you to keep playing around with these routes. Why don't you create a brand new route called contact?
You missed the
contact
times when you learned Laravel. That's kind of funny.
Route should load a
Create
view
a contact route and load
See
what?
if you can get that to work. Load a view.
So this is the, he's
See if you
giving
can
me
get that to
homework.
work, and then move on to day 3. I'll see you
Wait,
then.
what?
I want you to keep playing around with these routes.
So create a contact route and load a corresponding view. Please. Jeffrey, that's too easy. Oh, let's go. That's too easy. Wait. I don't want any stuff here. He just, now I get it. He just pasted every Tailwind class in here so I can reuse it. I think that's fine. So this means my homework is ready right now, right? Let's go to contact. Did I save the file? No, I didn't. What happened here? What? Wait. We have contact PHP. We have the of course I'm not returning anything. Please. What's wrong with me? Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, Zach, I know, Flopsack, I know. Let's go with this. Even easier. I know, Excel, I know. Have you seen how much files for the starter are used? Mortzi, welcome to the stream. Draconia, welcome to the stream. And Nina, welcome to the stream. Return shame on me that I'm not using Elixir. Let's go. Shame on me. No, shame on... Is it what you want? Yeah, let's go. Mortzi, have you seen how much files for this starter are used? I mean, the create project thing from Laravel, of course, just use a lot of files, but I'm just the routes is the first one. So routes is for now easy. Let's go. I have the shame song from Family Guy in my head. I don't know this song actually, and Family Guy was not my humor, so I never watch it.
Why don't you create a brand new route?
Thank you very much.
Contact.
Next.
And that contact route should load a view.
Thank you, Jeffrey. It's amazing learning with you. We're going to continue with
Welcome.
lesson number 3.
Glad to have you.
So it's day 3.
So I don't know about
And I'm such a good learner that I'm already doing 3 lessons on one day and not 1 lesson a day.
you, but whenever I'm learning something new that's web related, and this could be a tool or a library or a framework like Laravel, I don't know, no matter how much experience I have,
Hast du auch eine Zeit gedacht, doch dann war ich ein Family Guy Game. Manchmal muss man sich zu seinem Glück zwingen, ne? Terrapixel. Maybe I will watch it like someday. I mean, of course, I've seen a couple of episodes that were kind of funny, but there are some series that I'm...
Shame. 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 Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. This was serious, but it turned into something fun.
Okay, Okay, thank you, Nina. Thank you, thank you. Simpsons Funny hier ist umgekehrt. Aha, ich glaube, ich weiß, was du meinst. Ich glaube, ich weiß. Aber habe ich auch schon seit Jahren nicht mehr geguckt, weil so witzig war es dann auch wieder nicht. Ich glaube, das meinst du damit, ne?
I always turn back into that absolute beginner who just wants to learn how to make a simple 3-page layout. And it makes sense. If you think about it, if you can figure out how that works, you instantly know a lot. You understand how the life cycle of a request works within the context of your new framework. And that means a lot. All right, so in that spirit, we're going to do it again. We're going to build that simple, basic,
Let's go.
laughable 3-page layout using Laravel. Let's get started. All right, so here's where we left off at the end of day 2. We have a default route for the home page, and then we added a second one for the about page. And if you did the homework, you should also have a third route for a contact page.
Yes, I did the
But
homework.
if not, that's okay. We can do it together. Route, get, contact, and this will load a view called contact. Okay, so now we have home, about, contact, and then corresponding views. But notice how we're still using the name welcome that ships with the framework by default. Why don't we rename this to index, or how about home? All right.
Yeah,
so
let's
if I update
rename
that
this.
name.
Let's
I
rename
also
this.
have to update the view. Home. All right, and here's what I'm going to do. I will visit the about page and copy all of this and paste it in. And if alarm bells are going off for you, good job. We will fix that shortly. But for now, we're going to create a bit of duplication. So hello from the home page, hello from the about page, and then we also need a new one for the contact page. So I will duplicate this, and this will say hello from the contact page. All right. So update a few values here. And there we go. Let's give it a shot in the browser. All right, so we have the default homepage.
Okay,
We have
think
an about page, and then
okay, let's continue with this one. So so I'm not so I don't have any clue about the Blade framework. So we're gonna delete everything that we have inside the body so we can start from scratch. Right? And we have the Tailwind classes in here. Tailwind, the newest version is, I think it's Tailwind, it's 4, right? So he just put the Tailwind, the newest Tailwind file, the complete one inside the style sheet, so I can use all the classes. I don't need any fonts. And one of the important things right now, I actually want to format my documents. What about, I have installed Prettier. Where's Prettier? So this is for Blade, right? But I can just do like this. And going to app and get locate. Should work, right? Let me think. So oh, this is still Blades. Let's go back. We don't want Blades. You usually don't do raw PHP tags in a template. Yeah, I know, Nina, I know, but I don't want to use the templating language. I don't want to use the engine because I don't know anything about the engine yet. So I'm just going to stick with plain PHP. This is the reason why I removed this, because I don't want to use Blade right now because I don't know anything about it. So maybe I just gonna delete the other ones. Contacts. So this is just a start. We have all the Tailwind classes here, so we can work with Tailwind. So there is just one thing that I really don't like about this. Oh yes, of course. I need an of course. Yes. Yeah. TR coding. Thank you for the of course I need an echo. I'm doing too much JavaScript lately, so I'm forgetting the PHP basics. Okay, so just one moment. So my problem right now is I want to execute prettier. And it's already installed, but it's there is no prettier for PHP, so this is the problem. Oh, but there are other things that we can use. I already installed this. This is the PHP CS fixer, right? And I guess the code is already kind of CS, but there are some settings. So how? Let's go to the settings. Format, yes, it's fine. Let's go with on save. And let's go with some rules. PHP CS fixer. Yeah, I just need to make this one time, then we're gonna have some clean code. So I want to replace white spaces with tabs. Indentation type. This is us. Okay, this is the one. You will hate me, but you should stick to PSR 12. I mean, they have. I mean, the fixer is just. Let's go with the. Oh no. Of course, it needs to be the rules. Okay. Rules should be an object, I guess. Chill. You simply need to set rules to PSR 12. Okay, but I will do this, but I'm gonna override some rules. I would like to use tabs. It's a string. Ah. So, but let's go. PHP fixer ignore. It's not working. Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah, so normal HTML is working, but everything that has to be with some kind of source linear, like audio and video and images, is not allowed anymore. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm overthinking this. Let's just continue with the tutorial.
And finally, a contact page. But of course, we don't want to manually update the URI in the address bar each time. So let's add our first simple navigation area.
Yes, let's go.
We'll do it at the top. We'll call it nav. And then I will nest 3 links.
It's just building
the
a
first one
navigation.
goes to the home page. The next one goes to the about page. And of course, the third one goes to contact. All right, so it's not going to be pretty, but if we go back to the home page and give it a refresh, we see some basic links here. All right, so now, at least from the home page, I can quickly access about or contact. But yeah, of course, the moment we load that new view, we lose our navigation area. So yeah, if you're a beginner, here's what we all did. We just pasted it in, crossed our fingers, and hoped for the best. Like this. And yeah, it is true. That would work, but clearly we can all see this does not scale and it's not the best idea. All right, so instead we're going to reach for layout files. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to update the file name of each of these views to include the blade suffix. So notice it's the name of the view .blade.php. And we talked about this a little bit in day 2. Clearly we can all see this does not scale and it's not the best idea. All right, so instead we're going to reach for layout files. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to update the file name of each of these views to include the blade suffix. So notice it's the name of the view .blade.php. And we talked about this a little bit.
So just a question for all the Laravel users out there. So are you all working with Blade? Is it worth like getting into it? I guess so, right? Header. For simple project, yes. Otherwise, just view or live for. Okay, of course. If you're not okay for complex projects, you're going with a kind of front end JavaScript. It's so simple. Okay, then it's fine. Then we're gonna do Blade. But what I would like to do here is, I can do like no. Can I do like this in Blade? Whatever. Let's go first with PHP. So I am not sure about the path here. Or can I go return view header? I mean, this works for the other functions, right? Or do I need to echo this? What is the function returning? Yeah, maybe we just test this out. We built a header. Let's go to the first. So this is not working. What about return echo view? Or no, we don't. Of course, we don't want to need to return this. Okay, this actually works. View just gets one of the files here. Oh, nice. This is nice. Same goes for all the other files. Let's go to about. And let's go to contact. Yeah, so this works. Easy. Let's go to, now let's learn a little bit about Blade.
In day 2.
So first rename the files. Home is Blade. It just means that I can use Blade, but I don't need to use Blade, right? Oh, I just closed the... Oh, idiot.
Day 2. Blade is Laravel's templating engine. Think of it as a thin layer on top of PHP, and ultimately, when you load the file in the browser, it all gets compiled down. But yeah, it's like a small layer on top that gives you some extra goodies. It gives you some helpers, some shortcuts, directives, which we'll learn about in the future, as well as layout files or master files, as you might know them. So I'm going to update all of these. One more. And yeah, if I switch back to the browser, nothing will change, at least from the end user's point of view. Yeah. So there's home, about, contact. It all works. But now, yeah, we can upgrade our code base. So I will create a new directory here, and I'm going to call it components. This directory name is important, by the way. Okay. If you're not familiar with that term, think of it as any kind of reusable block.
Okay, now we're talking reusable blocks. Okay, okay. This is important for header or footer or whatever.
A menu, a drop-down item.
Yes,
a link file, a card, a message, an avatar. Any of these would be just fine.
What do you mean, Devninia? Which side view? What are you talking about? In the middle of the video? You mean this one here?
I said layout. Well, layout is a component. And when we create a file within this directory, it's a signal to Laravel that it should be treated as a component. So let's do that now. And again, don't forget to add that blade suffix there. A lot of people forget that down item, a layout file, a card, a message, an avatar. Any of these would be just fine. Change, at least from the end user's point of view. So there's home, about, contact. It all works. But now, yeah, we can upgrade our code base. So I will create a new directory here, and I'm going to call it components. This directory name is important, by the way. If you're not familiar with that term, think of it as any kind of reusable block that could... components. This looks hard, a message, and avatar components. This directory name is important, by the way. If you're not familiar with that,
is important or isn't important?
Block. That could be referenced
Whatever.
in multiple places around your application.
We're gonna find out soon.
A task, a menu,
It is,
a
okay.
drop-down item, a layout file.
But why
a
is
card,
whatever?
a message, an avatar.
Let's
any of
continue.
these would be just
I need to
fine.
calm down,
So
chill.
notice how I said
Listen,
layout. Well,
dive into the
layout
experience.
is a component. And when we create a file within this directory, it's a signal to Laravel that it should be treated as a component.
Okay.
So let's do that now. And again, don't forget to add that blade suffix there. A lot of people forget that,
Okay.
at least initially. All right, so what I will do is I will take all of this wrapping code and I will instead place it within this layout file here. All right, so this looks pretty good to me, except
Okay,
for
I
this
know what to do.
final
Okay,
line
okay.
here that, of course, is unique to the homepage. But we'll fix that in just a minute. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to return to my home view, delete it entirely. So now if I come back to Safari and reload the homepage, of course, I don't see anything at all, and that would make sense. But now I want to reference our layout file. And we do it like this. We interact with it as if it were a custom HTML tag. So what's the name of the tag? Well, you gave it a name when you created the file, in this case, layout. So we always start components with X dash to ensure that they're unique and they don't interfere with existing HTML tags.
Okay.
And then we reference the name of the component.
Okay.
All right. And that's it. This is really cool.
Okay.
So if I come back and give it
nice,
a refresh, sure enough, we are loading.
Let's go. Okay. So before he continues talking, let's do this. But one thing that I don't understand, Nina, is why is he naming the components folder with an uppercase? So everything is named lowercase here. Just a small thing, but whatever. Let's go components. And let's put this inside there. This is the layout. I mean, he did it. So when we come back to this page, we're gonna go X layout, and we're gonna do the headline, of course, in here. No, this is the about page. No. Too much files are open right now. So I don't need, wait, let me go to, let's put the header inside here. Maybe we can just do the same thing. Here comes the X header. And the header is another component, right? I can do the same with this one. So the about blade, this is contact blade, and this, let's delete this one. This is home blade. Okay, let's take a look at the, if it's working. Home, about, contact, this is not working. Because there is no tag getting the, I mean, this is working, but there's no tag indicating that he's getting the content from the other file, right? This is the next lesson. I know. Okay, I know this is the next lesson.
Which is great. All right, so now if I return to layout.blade, maybe now we can get rid of this section here.
Yes, now we're talking. Okay, this is the next lesson.
It belongs in the unique view. I will cut that, come back to home, and yeah, what do? Do we just paste it in here?
Yes.
Well, yes, but if I come back to the browser and refresh, I'm not going to see it here. And that's because, well, we're doing it properly, but within the layout file, we have to explicitly declare where that H1 tag should be slotted in, so to speak. So where should we put it? Where do we slot it? We slot it right here. That's where I effectively want to copy and paste anything within this layout tag directly here. All right, so with Laravel, there is a variable name that's always available to you called slot. So I could do, well, I'll show you the long form way, and then we will use some of the blade helpers. But yeah, I could open up PHP and then echo this variable called slot. All right, come back to the browser, give it a refresh, and it works.
Okay.
All right, so are we all on the same page? This is really important. If you don't understand anything here, please ask a question in the comments below. We have created a new component for a layout file. Some people call them master files. That works too. Now, the layout file is almost like the structure for your application. It's all the surrounding markup. It's the head tag. It's any scripts or style sheets you need to import. It's the general structure. It's the navigation area. It's the footer. And then typically you have a main section that will always be unique for each page. So we will define the structure, and then we will slot in any page-specific markup. Okay, so here's our home view. Notice how much cleaner all of this is.
Yeah, so just a quick change of plans here. Here we're gonna go with PHP, echo slot. And this should work, right? Yes. So the problem that we have here is that we are using Tailwind. I already forgot a lot of things about Tailwind, I think. How we start the H1 is gonna be how does he know that I'm using Tailwind? He doesn't. It's gonna be I don't, without autocomplete it's hard. Whatever.
I can replace the contact page with hello from the contact page and then about, and we are removing all of that duplication, which is really great. All right, so come back, give it a refresh, home, about, contact. And now, if I ever want to add a fourth page, maybe something like meet the team, notice I can update the navigation area within a single file rather than manually updating every single view where we pasted that markup. It's clearly the way to go. But I'll come back and remove that. Okay, so I'm going to finish up by showing you your first blade helper. So yes, I can open up PHP and echo out this slot. Because we're using blade, we can instead create 2 opening and 2 closing curly braces.
Yes.
So this directly translates to PHP echo and then whatever variable you provide.
This is
in
their
this case,
okay
slot.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is the one thing that I need to understand, that the curly braces are the same thing as PHP echo. So now we're gonna just echo the slot. Same things go for the top part. Like this. Please install Tailwind properly before you start with styling your site. I mean, I don't, this is, I didn't install anything here. This is just an example for how they are using Tailwind. They just imported Tailwind right inside the styles here, all the classes. So it's the reason why I don't have the autocomplete. I already used Tailwind with another project, but of course I can't remember like all the classes because I just work a little bit with just use a couple of them. Let's go with 2XL as you said, as you've already said. For home, it's not working. Like, what about 4XL? Why isn't it working? Oh, that's strange. Why? What about my... It's not really working, but like Tailwind's not properly running. They just inserted, like, injected the classes right inside the template, so it's whatever. It's not important for now. Maybe we should just remove it. So if it's not working, yeah, now we have the proper style. Let's go back and continue.
So
So
notice
slot
if we
is
come back and
working.
refresh, we get the exact same thing because it is the same thing. Behind the scenes, your Blade code is being compiled to vanilla PHP. So yeah, for now, when you're first learning, whenever you see those braces in your head, translate that to PHP echo slot.
Okay.
This one's just easier and more common to write. All right, great. So yeah, think about what you accomplished here. For day 3, you learned how to build your first simple 3-page layout. And listen, I get it. I know it's super basic, but it's a rite of passage anytime you're learning something new. And you should be proud of yourself. This is really cool stuff. And you also had your first introduction to components and layout files, which is super
I
powerful.
should be proud of
and
myself.
Very prominent in the Laravel community. So you need to learn it. All right, so what about your homework for day 3? If you choose to accept it, I would like you to, got it. All right, so we worked on this navigation area, right? I want you to extract each anchor tag into its own component. Or I want you to create a Laravel component called nav-link, and that'll be a file, and you have to figure out where does that file go. And within that file, I want you to paste that anchor tag that we have here.
Okay.
You gotta remember, you can't also paste the label or the name for the anchor tag. That part will need to be dynamic. So you will need to leverage slots, just like we did in this video. All right, see if you can figure that out, and then I will see you in day 4. Bye.
Okay, so let's try this out. So I already did my header here, and so we're gonna do another one. This is already a layout. Let's do another one. Let's go with nav link.blade, and for this one we are going to, the nav link is just a link, so this is a little bit, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I'm showing off big time here. So here we will do the slot thing, and here we will do the same, but we're gonna go with str to lower slot, right? This should work. let's give it a try. Let's go with x nav link home. About and contact. So, I mean, from my point of view, this is the slot, right, that I'm just put inside here. So I want the same slot because it's going to be text to just str to lower. Is it? I'm not sure. I don't. It's without. Yeah, it's without the. Yeah, this is the right one. So this should work, right? So I'm getting the head. I'm getting the nav link. We have home and layout. Now, let's try this out. It's working, but of course it's wrong because we need the slash. I mean, it would work, right? But we need the slash. Oh, does it have hot reload? I'm not sure. Let's see. It does not. Okay, now we have home, we have about and contact. Let's see. About, contact. Yeah, so it's working. Homework done. Easy peasy. With Vite, of course. This is not Elixir really. Yeah, okay. So does the Elixir framework have hot reload? I mean, with Vite it would work. I know this, Flopsec. I know this, yes, but I'm not using it right now. So let's go to the next. You got this. Okay. And now he wants me to,
welcome to day 4.
make a pretty layout
Why don't we
with
begin by
tailwinds.
quickly going over the homework from day 3. So you may remember I asked you to extract one of these navigation links into its own dedicated component. So let's do that now together. So in my components directory, and actually a quick note, I made it capital here. It's kind of muscle memory from other frameworks I also use.
I
but
knew it.
It can absolutely be lowercase if you prefer. All right, anyways.
So, okay, okay, amazing. He just said you don't need to make it capital there. That it was kind of a small mistake. You should allow slapping with an H. Ah, that makes sense. Wait, what? Why isn't it working? Oh, this is a problem right now because home. The route just I don't have the home route, but I have the home view. So this is another thing. How about? Yeah, this is I don't know how to fix this right now. Anything Elixir synths so much better than any other language. Wow, Nina has some clear things here going on. So he's convinced that Elixir is the best language, right?
Nav link.blade.php. All right, let's grab this and paste it in like so. Switch back, and now this can become xnav link, like so. All right, obviously a little more work to do, but let's have a look in the browser. All right, come back, give it a refresh.
Daydreaming,
Yeah,
maybe, who knows?
Link. But it's not very functional, right? This needs to be
Yeah, I
dynamic so that
think
it can be
this.
used
I'm
for
waiting
any
for it.
nav
TR coding. I'm waiting for
All
it
right, so why don't we do that slot
for the
technique
attributes.
here. Let's come back.
It will be possible to
layouts,
pass
and
the
now this can become
attributes.
home. This
Because
one can become
he has
about.
he has actually the same structure as my project. So he has the home blade PHP, but he doesn't have the home route. So I think he's gonna show real quick how to use the attributes.
And this one can become contact. All right, come back, give it a refresh. All right, that looks good. But now, of course, you'll notice they're all linking to the exact same place.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so this is where the homework got a little bit tricky. You may not know about this. So it sounds like I need to pass in an href,
Okay.
like we do with a normal link, right? That would make sense.
Wait, what?
However, in the nav link component, how do we access it, right? Well, as it turns out, all Laravel Blade components have access to an attributes object, and that object will contain all the details for any attributes you pass. And by
Okay,
attributes,
easy
I mean
peasy.
href, I mean
Easy.
ID, I mean class, any of these. Okay, so if I come back to our component, yeah, what we could do initially is just open up an echo, PHP echo, and then say attributes.
Oh, this is
and
super
that
easy.
will properly be stringified. Now, yeah, again, keep in mind, attributes is an object, so there's actually more bells and whistles than what you initially see here. For example, if you want to merge in some sensible defaults, you could do so like this. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, so let's keep it very simple right now.
Okay, this is super easy. Let's go to our nav link. And so, but I mean, my first idea here was like not bad, right? Just getting the name of the slot and just lowercasing it for the URL. But yeah, so this is of course better. I mean, it was just homework. For me, it makes no sense to do the nav link component, but whatever. I mean, what I'm really interested in is to make this dynamic. So there is a function that can read all the routes, maybe with some kind of titles. I don't know how to do this. Like when I do add route methods here. Okay, yeah. So I would like to have some kind of more flexibility. I mean, I'm sure there will be some kind of flexibility. Adding the route with a title and of course an URL. So this could be built dynamically.
All right, back to the browser, give it a refresh, and now we should see
of course,
the About page
that's my one.
and the Contact page. And yeah, just to be crystal clear here, what if I wanted to say the About page should have a style tag where the color is green or something like that? Well, that too will be included in that attributes object. So if I come back and give it a refresh, sure enough, it's green. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, okay, fine, but why would we ever do this?
Yes,
and the
why?
answer is, well, maybe for simple things you wouldn't. However, in real life, a nav link is a little bit more complicated than a simple anchor tag. Think about it. You will need specific classes or styling
Now we're
based
talking
on
about
whether
if
it is
the page is
currently
active or
page
not. Okay,
there might be other situations where the presentation should differ based upon, I don't know, where you are in the website or what your screen size is. Anyways, the whole point is it gets a little bit more complicated than a basic anchor tag in most cases. So if we extract all of this into its own navlink component, we can isolate any of that complexity into a single file, which is really cool. All right, but yeah, that was just an example. I'm going to delete it. And now I want to make things look a little bit more attractive. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over to tailwindcss.com. And actually, on that note, before we begin, if you don't know what Tailwind CSS is, trust me, it's entirely fine. You don't need to. It's not a prerequisite for the course. It's just a way to quickly and rapidly build up some layouts and such without having to refer to a CSS file. So Tailwind is a CSS utility framework. And what utility means is you can declare classes that refer to specific CSS properties effectively. So for example, there might be a class name of text red 500, and that literally refers to set the color to this shade of red. There might be another class name of MR-2, and that translates to set the margin right to level 2. So again, it's very easy to learn, but it's not a prerequisite. All right, back to work.
Let's go.
Now, one thing that I especially like about Tailwind is its companion, tailwindui.com. So this is a paid tool, but they offer free example components, and those free ones are the only ones that we will use for this series. Okay, anyways, check this out. If I browse components and we scroll down to application UI, yeah, notice they have examples.
2000, let's go.
You call them layouts and headings. It ends up being a really great way to quickly scaffold any new application that you're working on. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to click on stacked layouts. And yeah, right here you'll see usually the first one.
Where is Tailwind UI here? It's the old one. It's plus now. Ah, of course. Ah, we read about it yesterday. They just renamed it. They just renamed it, of course. Yesterday we've been talking about this. Let's go to the UI blocks. I'm gonna want some application UI. Forms. Yeah, let's, okay. That's fine, let's go.
One is free to anyone, but if you want any of these custom ones, you have to pay for it. And again, we don't need the paid plan here. So if you're working along,
not worth the
we're just gonna
purchase,
grab
okay.
the free code here, and I can click on it. And that will give us what you see right here, a quick application layout.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. So, of course, I'm evolving as a software developer, programmer, I guess. So let's do it like the pros, right? Let's go with page sections. No, I just want a navigation, but now can I search for it? There's a navigation. Let's go. Just give me the main nav bar. This one. This is the one that I want. Requires JS. Let's try it. Okay, so this is wait, what am I doing right now? Maybe I need to use, or maybe I don't. Let's skip it right there. I mean, we are working with a big ass framework, right? So here, Laravel will have the capabilities of doing this. Is this right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm in the zone, right? Okay, so now this is with mobile menu. Okay, this is like everything all at once. So then we have, so this is the mobile menu button. This is fine. This is a class for itself or an element. This is the base. No, this is the mobile menu. But what about the so now it's fine. Okay, so let's go back to the layout. I don't have any Tailwind stuff whatsoever inside. Now let's continue with the tutorial.
Okay, so I'm going to grab this, and within layout, yeah, we're going to replace all of this, and it's a big chunk of HTML.
Yes,
so
it's a big chunk.
We'll go over anything that's important, and we'll probably delete a bunch of this as well. All right, so let's go back to the browser, give it a refresh, and
yeah, it's not working.
What's going on here?
Flopsec, I am in Brazil right now, so the weather thing is accurate. But that's the reason why it's hard to work here inside the day, because I have the air condition is not inside the room, and it's a little bit complicated. It gets real warm in here, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Next week it's gonna be colder, and I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, with colder, I mean like 25 degrees, but it's not like freaking hot all the time. I am coming back to Germany in 4 months, so I'm gonna stay in Brazil for 6 months in total.
Well, we've pulled in this Tailwind component, and notice all of these utility classes, but we haven't actually pulled in the Tailwind CSS framework. So you can attach this to your build tool of choice if you know what that is. But otherwise, while we're still in the playing phase, the toying phase, I'm just going to reference it on a CDN. And I can do that. I believe I have a shortcut for that. Yeah, I can do that by creating a script and setting the source to cdn.tailwindcss.
Yeah, okay, this is a good one. So let's go to the layout. CDN. Okay. cdn.tailwindcss.com. Yes.
css.com. And that should do the trick. So if I come back and give it a refresh,
So let's see if that does the trick. It does. Amazing. Okay, nice.
ta-da, it works. Pretty
Yeah. So guys, I actually need a break right now. I think I'm doing good. I'm learning Laravel, and the things that we did right for the beginning was pretty easy to understand. So it's easy to follow. Jeffrey is a great teacher, so I'm excited to learn more things about Laravel, how to create more like an API and more backend stuff. So, but I'm really need to know how to do the dynamic things. Selbstüberschätzung kannst du. Mordsy, ey. Just wait to use Elixir. It even comes with Tailwind CSS support out of the box. Okay. So Nina, you are really into Elixir, right? Like Barnabas. You really love Elixir. I mean, it's from Brazil. So guys, small break. I'm gonna make myself some coffee. Then we're gonna do this and I think one more lesson. And I think then it's fine for today. And yeah, I'm full of Selbstüberschätzung. You know, Marty. I'm full of it. Nobody wants Elixir yet. Guys, thank you for spending some time with me today. Thank you for stopping by, watching, and chilling. And of course, helping me out with the new stuff called Laravel. And yeah, I'm also excited when they're like I've said already, when it starts to click, to understand and say, boy, it's so easy, let's go. And maybe I'm gonna just use Laravel in the future, who knows, or a CMS based on Laravel, because I love CMS. We'll see. I don't know how much WordPress I'm gonna use in the future, right? You never gave it a shot. Yeah, I'm talking about Statemic Flopsec. I'm talking exactly about Statemic. I know already about it and I want to use it sometimes, but let's learn the basics first. Guys, thank you for stopping by. Small break. See ya in a couple of minutes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Etc. Maybe you just need to try it out. You just need to try Elixir. I mean, Nina is talking about it. Barnabas is talking about it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Where did I stop? Let's take a look at the Elixir code. Look, this, I really don't like the syntax. I look at the code and I just think this looks like shit. Like it looks too complicated. I mean, I know that Nina and Barnabas, they start using Elixir and they love it. I think Barnabas, yes. So they always talk about how good Elixir is. Maybe. But I just look at the code and I'll think like, nah, what is this? Yes, of course, I only know C family syntax. And I like the C family syntax. I like PHP. I like C#. It's also it's great. I like to write code and understand it. I'm also able to write Python. So here I see some Python elements because they're not working with the brackets, right? I mean, I understand the code. I mean, so this could be like an object. And from that object, I'm going to get the age. Then directly check the age, but so it's just do end versus okay, yeah, okay. But is it for me? Is it similar to Python, like how you write code? So this should be static functions, right? Not at all. Okay, okay. That's pattern matching. It's really powerful once you get used to it. Entweder du bist in Paderborn oder Joel ist in Brasilien. Er macht gleichzeitig Pause und kommt auch wieder gleichzeitig zurück aus dieser. Joel macht Pause? Sie war doch in Japan, oder nicht? Ist sie jetzt in Brasilien? Was? Morzi, I don't get it. I mean, it's a functional language, so you don't have objects and data is immutable. I mean, ach so, ach so, du bist mir auch so ein Dödel. Selber Dödel. Guck mal, deine Nachrichten werden hier geblockt. Du Dödel, du. Richtiger Dödel. Okay, so it's a functional language. So there's like no object-oriented programming in Elixir. No more guessing who changed an attribute on your object from some other place in the code. Okay. Du bist ein Hater, Morzi, nicht der Automod. Okay, guys, let's continue. So maybe, like, if you talk long enough, maybe I will try Elixir someday.
All right, so now I want to take 2 minutes and just quickly delete anything.
What can I could code like a very simple Twitch bot in like Elixir, you know? Just connect to IRC, and that shouldn't be that difficult in different languages, right? To don't join the dark side. I mean, the whole world works like with object-oriented programming right now. So maybe this is a nice thing to look at the other side and just go with the functional programming. I mean, I was used to write functional code with PHP, like just functions and no objects. And so I kind of like it too. I don't have any problems with it, so.
.com, and that should do the trick. So if I come back and give it a refresh, ta-da, it works. Pretty cool. All right, so now I want to take 2 minutes and just quickly delete anything that we're not going to use, like these menu bars and such. All right, so your profile, I'm going to search for that. Cool. And there should be, let's see, yeah, this is the mobile specific version. So if I come back and refresh, we've updated it here, but notice for desktop view, we haven't. So I'm going to look for dashboard one more time. Aha, here we go. Let's update these as well. Home, about, contact. All right. Come back, give it a refresh. That looks good to me. Next, we have our heading here. So it's set to default. And if I scroll down here, there we are. And then notice it says your content here.
Wait. I just updating.
And there should be, let's see. Yeah, this is the mobile specific version. So if I come back and refresh, we've updated it here, but notice for desktop view.
Okay, let's do this real quick right here. Let's keep the user right there. Let's keep the notifications, and this is the actual thing that we're gonna do. So this is home. Then we have contact. No, we have about. And we have contact. So is this the mobile version? I'm not sure. This is the mobile menu, mobile button menu. Tailwind logo. Notifications, profile drop down. No, this is the mobile menu. Okay. Let's go with home. And contacts. Just try out real quick if it's working. Yeah, we have about, we have contact. This is working. Nice. And now, of course, my headline is working because I just loaded Tailwind. We need a Twitch bot which sends every 15 minutes a message into this channel. Whatever I'm streaming or not just sends elixir. Ninia and Barnabas, I mean, I see like this. I mean, it's content, right? I'm a content creator, so maybe I will write a simple bot in Elixir just to take a look at the code. Okay, let's continue.
We haven't. So I'm going to look for dashboard one more time. Aha, here we go. Let's update these as well. Home, about, contact. All right. Come back, give it a refresh. That looks good to me. Next, we have our heading here. So it's set to default. And if I scroll
Where's
down
the heading
here, there we are. And then notice it.
So I did not copy the heading. Let's do this. No, let's continue watching. I'm gonna just take a look what he's
here.
cooking.
So example content goes here, or the slotted content, right? And we learned about that in the last episode. There you go. So this would be the main content area for each individual page. So let's see, can we just swap that out with slot? All right, let's give it a shot. So we come back, give it a refresh. And now notice a quick note. It's going to appear as if we're on the home page because those CSS styles are hard-coded on that home link, but we will make that dynamic shortly.
Yes, let's go.
Anyways, right now we're clearly on the contact page, as you can see here. And then we're on the about page, and then we're on the home page.
Okay. Just go back. So what did I change here? I just created the header. Header is inside the layout, and layout is slot. Yeah, this is fine. But I want the some kind of a content wrapper from Tailwind. Let's take a look at the some kind of content wrapper. What about page headings? Card headings. Okay. Yeah, I want this dashboard. So let's go to this dashboard. Is he going to give me the navigation? Okay, he's also going to give me the navigation. Whatever, I just will just extract the navigation, and it's fine. Yeah, now I see it. So we have the header. No, wait. The nav. Maybe I should change this for the actual header. And we're gonna rename the header to nav. And we're gonna add another header. So this is the actual header. It's gonna be header.blade.php. And if we're gonna use this, we are going to get this class and also the closing div, of course, because we are going to insert the header right here. So get this one. And here we're gonna go with the xnav. We need no slots, and this is my dashboard. Let's take a look at the page right now. This is working. This is very good. And the other part that I just forgot is... Oh, wait. Blade. This is the main one. So, main. This is layout. This is main. Oh, I just need to copy this one, right? And another thing, this class here is not for, it's for everyone. So this is actually inside the body. This is some kind of a wrapper. So we just did the header, we did the main. I mean, I can, of course, I actually thinking about using, yeah, it's Eminem, definitely. So we have the header and we have the main class. The header is just navigation and header. And the navigation is also without any other part. And we're not using any navlink elements anymore, but it doesn't matter for now. And when we switch back to the design, so this looks pretty good right now. Let's continue with the tutorial.
Okay, but what about the heading here? And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. we've learned about setting a default slot here, but now we've learned there's a section outside of that that also needs to be dynamic based upon the current page. And there's a couple ways we can do this. But one way that I like to is to simply assume this is a variable. Do you want it to be heading, title, anything you want? Let's call it heading. Okay, but now if I come back and give it a refresh, it's going to blow up because, well...
Oh, look at the error here, how it looks like.
Heading variable that has not been defined.
This is
so that's proper
from
behavior.
Herd, right?
Okay, so
This is
how do
good
we
to
define
debug.
that? Well, if I come back to the home page, there's two options here. We could pass it through as a prop, and a prop is just kind of a custom attribute like this, heading. Or we can declare a named slot. So think of your slots as different areas where you paste content. And you could have a slot here, or a slot there, and a slot down here, right? But you need a way to distinguish between them. So we assign names. This is your dashboard slot. This is your main slot. This is your footer slot, right? So if we know that this represents our default slot, at the very top, let's create a new one for our heading slot. And we do that by writing x-slot : and then in this case, the name of the slot or the variable. So we have heading here, and I can say home page. All right, come back, give it a refresh, and it works.
Okay, that's... Oh, wait, what?
So if you're working along, we're just going to grab the free code here, and I can click on it. And that we'll go over anything that's important, and we'll put this tailwind component, and notice in the playing, ta-da, and we're going to search here is the user's prompt. And if I scroll, we've learned about your slots as and then in this case, the name of the slot or the variable. So we have heading here, and I can say home page. All right, come back, give it a refresh, and it works. Very cool. So yeah, this is one way that we can solve that problem. And I think it's probably going to be the path of least resistance. Like I said, we could talk more about Propz, but I don't want to get too into the weeds when it comes to components because we have many other things to talk about first.
Yes.
All right, so let's go to the About page and update this one as well. Like so
I am...
Contact. And again, this can be anything you want. We're just using a basic string for now. So home, about, contact. I think we're in business. All right, so now the last little fun thing I want to do is swap out some of these images. Instead of the Tailwind UI logo, why don't we use, of course, the Laracast logo?
It's talking about Propz, right?
That in. Right here. Yeah, laracast.com, images, logo triangle, or use your own logo. Come back, give it a refresh. That looks nice. And then finally, this guy, this Tailwind UI guy I'm always seeing. Let's come down. Where are you, buddy? Right here. Let's swap that out with our mascot, Larry the robot. So I will paste that in. And once again, laracast.com /images/Larry AI face. And nope, there's two versions of this dude. Where's the other one? Here we go. Here's the other one. Like that. So come back, give it a refresh, and I like it. Okay. And then finally, I think this dude's name is Tom Cook. Why don't we change his name to Larry Robot? And we'll do just me, Jeffrey at laracast.com. All right. Give it a refresh. Come down, and now we see Larry Robot.
Hey, we have another raid from Mulroy. Let's go. Welcome on in. Mulroy again raiding me. Thank you very much, my friend. Okay, Mulroy, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great day. Thank you for raiding. Thank you, DMD, for the shout out. So, I know that Mulroy is a great TypeScript developer working on Vercel, right? Nice. Okay, have a great day, Mulroy. So, guys, welcome to the stream. I'm trying to learn something new today. I'm following a Laravel course. Nice command setup for the shout-out thing. Oh, thank you very much, Suyash. Yeah, thank you. I was debugging my bot yesterday and the day before that because there were a lot of errors. I was implementing SQLite into the bot, and we had a lot of problems. But now it's working, I think. And let's go with this one. Welcome, Raiders. So what was Mulroy streaming? Was he working on freelance projects? what was the stream about? So now I am trying to learn Laravel. The last time Mulroy rated me, I was talking about a new project I was building, and I need to build a backend for this project. It's Mulroy always with the insane huge raids here. It's amazing. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, and so for the project that I want to build, I'm creating a Twitch extension. I need a backend system, and I was thinking about using Laravel, and now I have no clue about Laravel, but I like PHP, so we are learning Laravel, and we are already into the tutorial. I think it's the I don't know which lesson. It's like fourth lesson. Let me know if you want a hand. Like, I mean, I will need a hand for. I'm lucky that we have already a couple of Laravel developers inside the chat, but of course I will need a hand. I mean, but we're at the very beginning right now, like just building some basic routes and views and trying to get some kind of dynamic variables to display. And for everybody who is also interested in learning Laravel, there is the Laracasts website, and they have 30 days to learn Laravel. And I mean, now we have Laravel 12, but I think it seems like a lot of things are the same. There are no insane huge changes. That's great, bro. Build anything and count me in. Okay, nice. So what's yeah, so, and for everybody who is new to this stream right now, I stream a lot about web design, graphic design, web development with WordPress, JavaScript, PHP, TypeScript. Yeah, and the new project is gonna be with SvelteKit. So also learning SvelteKit, also learning Tailwind, and now Laravel. So I'm learning a lot of new stuff nowadays. So it's gonna be, let's say it's a journey. So I don't know everything about the tools that I'm using right now, but I think I don't know, I need to work out something. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome on in, and I hope you're doing good. So yeah, as I've said, what was Mulroy's stream about? Was he working on freelance projects? So let's continue with the I just noticed I followed you the last raid. You were learning Tailwind that day. Yes. Yeah, you followed me. I remember. Yeah, the last day I was really angry and kind of trying to fixing the bot, but now everything is working fine. This is I'm very happy with it. I was getting crazy. It was driving me nuts. So let's continue. So this is we're also building this tutorial with Tailwind. And the last thing we've learned was about the we were learning something about the slots, how to dynamically insert the heading. Okay. So let's go to the header. This is going to be the heading. So this is going to be heading. And we have to define this variable wherever on which, so this is the one. So this is X slot heading. More specifically, pissed, I would say. Okay. Yeah, so there are some days, right, where we love coding and we hate coding at the same time, because the debugging is sometimes so painful. And my problem with my bot, I wasn't getting any kind of error messages, so there was a deadlock. The bot just stopped working, and I wasn't getting any error messages. So now I have, I mean, this is how we learn to code, right? Now I have try catch everywhere. So I think the next time there will be some kind of error message. But this is the problem. If you don't get any error messages, then you can't debug shit. Is there something wrong with your internet or mine? Like your stream keeps lagging for me. I dropped some frames today, but I think now it's working fine. Maybe just reload. Hey, Bone. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it was a deadlock without any error messages. No. And this is the worst thing that can happen. So let's say I love error messages because then I can debug. I can look into the file. I can look, okay, this is there I did something wrong with the function and it's not returning properly, or I don't know. But I wasn't getting any error messages, and it took me some time to figure out where exactly the code the error was hiding. I will reboot my router then. Maybe just reload the page, right? Oh, yes, this is not working. So there is an undefined variable heading. Because why? Because what? I mean, do I need to define the heading? No. Is it right? Let's go back. X slot heading. This should be right. So, but it's maybe something about
One for our
I will turn the music off right now.
heading slot. And we do that by writing X dash
let's go back.
here, right? But you need a way to distinguish between them. So we assign names. Section outside of that also needs to be dynamic based upon the current page. And there's a couple ways we can do this. But one way that I like to is to simply...
You still don't hear Spotify, really? Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, this
It's a variable. Do you want it to be heading, title, anything you want? Let's call it heading. Okay, but now if I...
Yeah, but so he is inside the layout file. So everything that I use inside the layout file also use inside the header. What about, will this work if I get the header thing outside of header? I need to try this out here. So it's not allowed to be inside other component, but this is dumb. Or I need to pass. Okay, let's go back. So let's go header, but now we're going to pass the heading like this, right? Maybe. And then I don't know if this this is gonna work. So we'll have to figure this out. Then here we have to call something like attributes. Attributes get, maybe. Attributes get. Is there a get method? Get. Or is just an array? Can I do like this? Heading. Let's see. So there is no error. Heading is 1. Let's go. Laravel gets specific named attribute. at single. So what about attributes? Attributes make, or is it an object? User attribute casting provides functionality similar to accessors and mutators without requiring you to define any additional methods. I really don't know how to access this. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Can you explain to me how this is being processed in one sentence? So this is the so-called Blade template engine from Laravel. And it's getting, you have like components. So no, in one sentence is not easy. So I don't know everything. So I've the first thing you have to define some routes. So the first one will be the we have slash like the home, about, and contact, and you just return the view home, and he will return the file that has the same name. So we have here the home blade, about, and contact. So this is how he's loading the file. And inside, yes, we are in a view. So inside the view, we can load components, which are defined inside the components folder. The first one will be the layout. So you can just, it's also the same name of the file. Layout is inside here. And inside layout, we have like a basic layout with whatever, and slot is where you actually you can actually insert the content. This is why this works. So this is inside the slot, the home thing. So, but now I want to define another slot, but the thing is that I'm trying to figure out because I'm using two elements right here. So inside the layout, if I put the header, if I remove the header from the actual component and just put the code right here, this will work. Now I'm trying to figure out how to pass this slot here to the bottom elements, or inside the elements. Maybe I just asked the AI. I think this is a quick answer. How do I pass something like heading to the blade component and call it inside the component? Hey Ensley, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
So this is this is the variable. Wait. Heading. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. Okay, this is what I want. I just passed the variable down to... Okay, let's try this out. So, I mean, it was like close enough. Let's say like this, close enough. So, inside the home, we have home. Let's see if it's working now. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, amazing. Okay. But okay, let's go ahead and check. And another one.
Okay, let's go.
So, what is different now? I can show you. So the wrong one was... without the dots here. So it was heading like this, and I was trying to invoke the heading with the curly brackets. This is the same thing as PHP echo. This is why it was my first try. So now this is not how we do it, but this is how we can create another variable inside this component with the value that we want. So let's say if it's 1, it's going to work either way. Yes, okay. It's going to work either way if it's 1. And so calling it, we can name it the same, and I'm just passing down the heading as a props. And here is how we define the heading. Inside the page. So this is kind of an easy way to define the headline. Okay. So this is the view, and the view is loading the components. The one component is actually just one component is layout. So inside the layout, this is the main layout of the website. We of course are loading. Yes, exactly, Bone. So inside the layout, we are loading other different components. So every component starts with an X minus. So there is like the big one thing. This is called slot. This variable here is just everything that is inside the view is going to be injected right here, right? So we're gonna, if we go back to the home page, this is actually slot. So, and the lecture was about how do I define different variables that are dynamic. And there was like, I'm already built my header component, and oh wait. Oh, this is actually, oh, this is working. Wait. Can I do it like this? Yeah, okay, this is working. Okay. So, and because of course we're trying to make components that make sense, so we can the code stays maintainable, so we can maintain the header, the navigation. This is the thing that I'm doing with the header. So I have the main header, and above this we have the navigation, which is also a component. And the thing is, how do we pass this variable down the drain, down the layout? So and how do we define the variable? This is actually your question. So this is the other thing. The xlot is something special. This is how we're define the variable heading, and this is why I can use heading inside the layout and can pass, of course, the variable heading to other components. But I think it's just, I can just access this variable in the parent component. So this is the parent component, but here we have child components like header and navigation. They cannot access heading, so I have to pass it down as a props to the other components. And yes, I think this thing here is all about Blade. I think this is part of the Blade engine. Yes, yeah, I get it. Okay, this is fine. Let's continue with...
Come back and give it a refresh, it's going to blow up because, well, now it's looking for a heading variable that has not been defined. So that's proper behavior. Okay, so how do we define that? Well, if I come back to the home page, there's two options here. We could pass it through as a prop, and a prop is just kind of a custom attribute like this, heading. Or we can declare a named slot. So think of your slots as different areas where you paste content. And you could have a slot here, or a slot there, and a slot down here, right? But you need a way to distinguish between them. So we assign names. This is your dashboard slot. This is your main slot. This is your footer slot, right? So if we know that this represents our default slot, at the very top, let's create a new one for our heading slot. And we do that by writing x-slot : and then in this case, the name of the slot or the variable. So we have heading here, and I can say home page. All right, come back, give it a refresh, and it works. Very cool. So yeah, this is one way that we can solve that problem. And I think it's probably going to be the path of least resistance. Like I said, we could talk more about Propz, but I don't want to get too into the weeds when it comes to components because we have many other things to talk about first.
Let's go.
All right, so let's go to the About page and update this one as well. Like so, contact.
So this
And
is all
again,
about...
this can be anything you want. We're just using a basic...
I mean, this is how I understand it. If you have a more complex page, for now, for my understanding, I'm going to define slots that are filled in. I mean, for normal pages, I don't think you need a lot of slots. But just for the dynamic content, I guess. I mean, for more complex projects, you, of course, are gonna build a lot more components. Yeah, I dropped some frames again, etc. But the connection is working fine. I don't know why I'm dropping frames. The GPU is fine for now. Memory also. Looks good to me. Let's go.
Fresh, sure enough, it's green. Okay, so now you're
I-
probably thinking other things to talk about first. All right, so let's go to the About page and update this one as well. Like so, contact. And again, this can be anything you want. We're just using a basic string for now. So home, about, contact. I think we're in business. All right, so now the last little fun thing I want to do is swap out some of these images. Instead of the Tailwind UI logo, why don't we use, of course, the Laracast logo? And I will give it a refresh, com/images/Larry to Larry Robot. And we'll do...
Yeah, we can do this too. Just as, like, this is a small thing, but I can will get the picture from my website. How about... I'm not sure if I'm hosting there somewhere. I'm not sure if I'm hosting the image somewhere. But I should, right? Just the logo image. Maybe it's something that I need to update right now. I'm just gonna upload this real quick so we have access to the actual image. We need two different things, just my avatar and my logo. So let's go to... Yeah, just for us here. Is design logo. We need the white one. This one. And we need the avatar, which is inside. Yeah, just this is enough. So where is the logo right now? Just go back to the no, it's the header. No, it's the navigation. Okay, so we're talking about logo. So this is the Tailwind logo. Just one. Okay. And the second one was the avatar. And this was the Unsplash image. So this is working and this is working. Yeah, amazing. Okay, this looks pretty nice. Let's continue. Does it compile the templates too? I mean, Yeah, so my understanding is, so this is, I show you how I define the rules, right? So the view function should be something to do with the Blade template engine. So I think this function will compile everything all at once. So he's calling the home, right? As I show you. Inside the home, he has the layout, this heading, and I think he's going, because there is a fixed structure for the engine, like you need to place components inside the components folder. That's how you use the X layout. They have to be inside the components folder, and this is how you can start using or building your actual layouts for the website.
Just me, Jeffrey at laracast.com. All right, give it a refresh, come down, and now we see Larry Robot. All of this is looking good, especially when considering we spent maybe 10 minutes or so on this. Okay, so now in the next episode, I'm on the contact page, but the home button is highlighted, which clearly is not correct.
This is not correct.
So we'll have to figure out
we
how
need
to conditionally
thank you.
create
Next,
layout.
Jeffrey, amazing teacher. Let's go. Let's continue. Style the currently active navigation link. This is what I want to do right now. Let's go. So this is going to be the last lesson for me
Welcome
today.
back, everybody, to day 5. Do I re-record that? I'm going to keep it. Welcome, everyone, to day 5. Today, we are focused on these navigation links. We need to figure out how we can apply custom styling based upon what the current route.
Yes, this is important.
And you'll learn about that shortly.
Let's go.
Or what the current URL is. Let's get going. All right, so for a visual, notice how the active navigation styling is hard-coded to the homepage, even though I click on these.
I know.
So we got to fix it.
Yes.
So why don't we start within our layout file?
Let's go.
And actually, real quick, notice how Tailwind has given us a little bit of feedback that we need to set the height to 100% on both the HTML and body tags. We missed that in the last episode, so let's do that now. Height full. And then a background of a light gray.
Oh, this is a good.
And we also have to set height full to the body.
This is a good idea. So I actually can just kill the first one. No, do I need? Whatever. Height full and BG gray. 100. No, I want, whatever.
All right, so now if I come back and give this a refresh, you'll see a gray background here. But
I watched the videos of him a few days ago. I like the way he does it. Yeah, Patchfox, welcome to the stream and to the chat, of course. Just do it right the first time. Yes, Bona, I know. Is he gonna do conditionals now? I'm not sure. Yeah, but Patchfox, totally. Jeffrey is a great teacher. He has a great voice. He explains everything very calmly, and I really like listening to him.
You can't tell, but the height of the container is now the full height, as you would expect. All right, cool. So anyways, I want to go down to our navigation links right here. Home, about, and contact. And of course, that translates to what you see here. And again, notice how the first page has the active link styling, which is a background of this gray 900. And generally with Tailwind, 100, level 100 will be the lightest version, and 900 will be the darkest.
Oh, okay.
So if it is active, it looks like we want white text and a dark gray color for the background, and that's what we've done here. Otherwise, it should have a lighter gray color and white text when you hover over it, which is what we have here. All right, so here's what we can do. We'll run a conditional to determine whether or not the conditionals is the home page in this case. And for this anchor tag is the current page about. And for this one is the current page contact. And if that is truthy or true, and I'm going to hard code it just temporarily, in that case, we want these stylings that Tailwind has recommended. So I will paste that in here. Otherwise, and I'm just using the ternary operator here, otherwise we want these. So I will grab that and paste it in.
Okay.
Okay, so now I can remove all of that, and here's what we get. All right, so let's get rid of this.
What do we check?
And because we've hard-coded true, it's going to be the active styling, right? And we see no change. But if I change this to false and come back, of course, the styling updates. All right, very good. And actually, let's switch over to the home page. Okay, so now the only remaining step is, of course, to substitute this with the real method call. So as it turns out, Laravel out of the box includes a request helper function. You can call it to grab information about the current request. Now, one of these methods on the object is called is. And this allows us to pass a regular expression, a pattern, and it will determine whether the current page matches that pattern.
Oh, okay.
So I could say if the request is the home page, then apply active styling.
Okay.
Come back, refresh, and it works. But notice now when I switch to the about page, it's no longer highlighted, and that's what we want. All right, cool. So now let's do this. Let's come back, and I'm going to select all of that and paste it in here, and then another one for this link. Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's do this. So let's go back to the navigation. Yeah, this is the thing here that we're doing. So wait, is this the mobile? No, the mobile. This is the mobile menu. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go with the class, right? So let's go with the brackets because we're using Blade right now. And so the function is gonna be requests is and if it's this one, then we're gonna echo the BG gray text white, and if not, we're gonna go with the default, which is text gray and hover BG gray. And here we can just delete the BG gray and the text white. Same goes for the other ones. It's gonna be, wait, text gray, yeah, text gray and hover BG gray and hover text white. Wait, the hover text white, it's for everybody, right? Yes, it is. But this is I'm missing the hover text white here because it is already white, so it doesn't matter. It does matter for later. Yeah, so let's get this going. Hover text gray. Yeah, this is the right one. So the first one is gonna be request is about, and here is gonna be request is contact. This should work, right? No, this is not working. Because do I need I need some space behind that, right? Oh, this is, but I think this is all about because the request is regex, but what is wrong with about? So I mean, it starts with, I can say it ends with about, and there is maybe another slash. Oh, wait. So this is not working, but why? Text gray, hover BG gray. We have here rounded, text gray, hover BG gray. I think it has to do with the request if. So let's keep watching. I think he will say something about this. Hey, Pilipale, welcome
Right,
to the
next I can
stream.
get rid of
Mahlzeit.
all of this because it's now included as part of the conditional, like so.
Ah, the
Now
hover
I can-
text white. He also put the hover text white inside one, but yeah, this is not very important.
Can update this if the request is about, if the request is contact.
Uh-huh.
I think that should do the trick.
But he was talking about regex, right? Or pattern. So I don't need a slash right here. Is this the only problem? So Laravel is gonna check this for me if it's the right page. Let's see if now it works. Contact works. Yeah, it's working right now. Okay, so it's not like Laravel is handling it for me. It's actually what I'm expecting, some
Let's
kind
cross
of...
our fingers, give it a refresh, and now we have about page, contact page,
nice.
home page. Everything is working just like we want, and that's great. Okay, so now remember a couple episodes ago how I noted that, a real-life navigation link starts to get a little bit messy once you change styling based upon the screen width, or you have conditionals to determine special active or selected styling. So with that in mind, why don't we reintroduce that nav link component and see what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to come back to components.
Okay, let's try it.
Create a brand new one here.
Okay, let's try this out. So it's starting to get more complicated. We have the attributes. We have the area current. No, this is not right. The area current is also if the request is. Ah, okay. So now we're talking. Of course, we also need to take care about accessibility. This is starting to getting a little bit messy, but whatever. Let's go like this, and let's go with the slot. This is the actual name of the link. Then we have attributes. Now it's going to be a little bit different. Let's go with attributes. And we're looking for href. And then the next thing also, if request is what? Now it's like I will never do this like normally, but I think we're kind of, it's a mix between JavaScript front-end frameworks, and now I'm trying to do the same here, just so we it's better to look at. And so let's go again. If requests is, and we're not looking for this, but we're actually looking for attributes href. Because I'm passing href, and I need to look if we are actually looking at the right page, right? So this should work, I guess. Well, we have to test this out. So if it's this, the right page, then we can just echo area current page. I guess we have to do this like this. And if not, it's fine. So let's delete this one. And now we're going to introduce this back to the main navigation template. I don't know, it looks a little bit complicated, but so if the request is this one, it's the current page, and if not, whatever. Same goes here, just pass in the attributes. I'm not sure if I need to do it like this or if it's gonna work. This is something I'm gonna try out. Okay, let's go here, and now it's x nav link, and we are passing the href and the about. No, it's home, of course. And the second one is about, and the third one is contact. Let's see if this works. We have no errors. Yeah, but this is not working. So this is not working with the yeah. So we need to put the href inside the brackets. And now it's working. Look at this. I'll go to about, contact, about, home. This is working, but what is not working is actual check for the, so we are actually changing the classes. So I'm at the about page right now, and I'm not getting the active class for this one. So this is not working. Slot is working. But I'm checking for attributes href right here. I know, I'm not checking for the other one, of course. This should be like this. Let's go. No. Home is working, but not about. And I think it has still something to do with this check right here. Let's go to inspector. There is no current, so this is our current page. It's working only for the home page, but why? What? Okay, so it's only working for the home page, but why? Attributes for href. It's because of the slash. It's actually because of the slash. I need to do a string replace right here, because I have to pass the or I don't have to actually. We can just assume that there's always a slash at the beginning. This means that I don't need the slash here. Or of course attributes href or nothing, or